Good morning, goddammit. Piss and Vinegar Day 290 something. So, you're probably not going to make it as a personal trainer. So, a few people recently, I've been a PT for 5 years, have asked me, guys at my MMA gym or just people that I've met out and about that I chat to, when they find out I'm PT, they ask me, oh man, I want to get into that. I want to be a PT. Like, how do you get into that? And the first thing I say is that 95% of personal trainers quit in the first 5 years statistically. And in the first year, it's probably a very large degree of those people. So the reality is most people are not cut out for it. Most people are not going to be successful personal trainers. You don't make any fucking money in the first year or 2 years of personal training. You might get lucky, you might get a massive influx or something, but more than likely you're going to be relatively dead broke for the first year or two as a personal trainer. And that's if you even if you're a good personal training and your marketing's on point. If you're a bad PT and you've got shit marketing, you're fucked. But even good PTs make very little money to start, and so hence why people quit, because it's just monetarily you're going to be poor. And so unless you are like absolutely gung-ho fucking balls to the wall all about fitness and you can't think about doing any other possible job, do not don't spend $10,000 on some certificate that takes a year or two to get, and then blow it all away on not becoming a PT. So you got to be really fucking honest with yourself. Am I all about fitness? I actually love this shit so much that I will do nothing else other than this. Then so be it. Give it a try. But then there's other things to consider. The other thing to consider is, are you extroverted? Are you charismatic? Are you sociable? Are you the kind of person that people like being around? Because as a PT, half your job is having people like you and having people feel like you're a good listener, because half your clients are just going to be rambling on about their day in between sets, about their fucking cunty wife. They're going to be talking about how they hate their fucking jobs. They're going to be miserable as shit because most people are lonely and miserable and they don't have any friends that want to listen to their fucking problems. So you become sort of an armchair psychologist. And if you don't know anything about psychology, or you're not a good listener, or you're not charismatic, so you can't, lighten their day up a little bit with a story or just some shit like that, if you're just not extroverted and fucking sociable, oops, you can't be a PT. If you're introverted and your social battery lasts 2 hours, how the fuck do you think you're going to become a personal trainer? If you're not heavily extroverted, you're not going to enjoy the job. Even if you love fitness, you'll still hate it, because half your clients, are not really going to like them all that much because you're just not like them, or they're not like you, or whatever. And some clients are going to really like, but even then, I have mostly clients nowadays that I like. I've gotten rid of clients that I don't like because it's just mind-numbing, and I have enough clients now that I can choose who I want to train. But even then, most of my clients, I really enjoy chatting with them and training with them and, seeing their results and everything. At the end of the day, 8-9 hours of fucking socializing as a heavily extroverted person, I'm fucking exhausted. So I couldn't imagine what would happen if you're an introvert doing that shit. Well, I can. You just wouldn't do it. So if you're introverted or you're socially retarded, don't become a personal trainer. And then marketing. You have to have good marketing. You have to have a good brain for marketing. You have to understand niches. You have to think outside the box. Because, okay, you're extroverted as shit and you love fitness and you know how to get people good results. Cool. Do you know how to do good Facebook ads? Do you know how to get out in the community and shake hands and talk to people and tell them you're a PT and, see if they want to come in for a free trial? Are you good at marketing and going out and getting clients? If not, you can't be a PT, because you could have all the skills and charisma in the fucking world. If you don't know how to run good Facebook ads and shit, you're fucked. So you also have to think outside the box. Like, man, the first fucking year of being a personal trainer, I would sit there and just brainstorm, how do I get clients? And if you're not willing to go the extra mile to fucking figure out how to make the shit work, it's not gonna work. So I would sit there and go, fuck, what do I do? Oh, here's a niche. I'm gonna go on the gay dating app Grinder and get gay clients. And man, I'll tell you what, it sucked. I went on Grinder and I get like 1,000 fucking messages in a day, because gay guys like buff dudes with long hair. And like half of them were like hairy Indian buttholes, and I'd fucking puke in my mouth. And I got banned a bunch of times for talking shit. But I digress. Occasionally, there'd just be like a normal gay dude who's like, "Oh, I need a PT," and I got like maybe the first year or two of training, 90% of my clients were gay men from Grindr. And I'm gonna be honest, didn't feel great. I didn't really like doing that, but I was gonna do it because I had to do it because I'm fucking. What else am I gonna do? Just quit my job? And most of them were respectful. I mean, none of them were like trying to like sneak in fucking gay innuendos or doing any weird shit. But it just it didn't feel right. You feel like a bit of a fucking. It just feels a bit awkward. But it's just what you got to do. You got to do some shit that you don't want to do to make it work if you really want to be a personal trainer. That's a freebie, by the way. If you are a personal trainer and you want to get clients and you're struggling, go on Grinder and you'll get clients. You also get a fuck ton of disgusting photos heading your way, but I don't know. You just got to put up with that shit. What else? What else is there? You have to look the part. If you're not jacked, you're fucked. Like if someone comes to you and you look like shit, like why the fuck? Why would they want you to train them? Like my clients come to me because they're like, I want to look like this guy. So you got to look the part. If you don't look jacked, you don't even know how to get good results. Clearly, you have a shit physique, so of course you're not gonna get them a good physique. I've seen PTs who look like shit. I'm like, who the fuck would train with this fat fuck or this skinny motherfucker? You gotta look jacked, dude. You have to be healthy. You have to be ripped. You have to be about fitness. Otherwise, no one's gonna want to fucking listen to you. So definitely make sure that you have a good physique. And if you don't, then you shouldn't be training people anyway, because you probably don't know how to train if you have a good physique. That, or you haven't been training for very long and you have no lived experience. So you should probably get a bit older and do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to look the part. There's so many things. I could make like fucking 3 parts series about this shit. But yeah, that's the first things I could imagine is one, you have to understand that unless you absolutely love it, you're going to fucking hate it for the first few years. You're going to have no money, and you're going to be training some people you don't like. You have to be very sociable. You have to be very charismatic. You have to be a very good listener. And you have to know a decent degree about psychology so that you can sort of, ease people's minds. And then you have to be willing to think outside the box and market yourself in, creative ways, because it's a fucking cutthroat industry, this one. Anyway, peace out, bye.